All right, you've probably seen this bullshit clogging up your feeds, right? Your favorite celebs, politicians, whoever, but their damn faces are slapped onto these creepy-ass baby bodies.
Yeah.
It's the latest brain fart to crawl out of the internet's gaping maw, and we're here to try and make some goddamn sense of it for you.
That's right. And this deep dive, just heads up, it's strictly for those of you over 18 who can handle this level of internet weirdness. We're talking about these AI baby videos. We're going to dissect why this honestly kind of fucked up trend exploded, how the hell it's even made, and, the kind of messed up reactions it's generating out there.
Yeah, we've got a real mixed bag of sources to dig through today. There's some footage from AFP News showing European leaders actually laughing at this garbage, which I got to say feels a little weird.
Right. A bit concerning.
Then we've got this Nadorb dude on YouTube who apparently spilled the beans on how to cook up these little Frankensteinian infants.
The tutorial.
We'll also take a look at a Benny Johnson video showcasing some of the most, unhinged examples.
Yeah.
And to top it off, we've got the Snarky AI and Cracked.com giving us their colorful commentary.
Pretty colorful, yeah. So our mission here, let's cut the crap. It's simple. Let's figure out why this trend went supernova. We'll break down the tech without making your brain feel like it's been microwaved, promise. And we'll try to understand what this says about, our online lives.
And keep it entertaining, because if we're going to talk about internet absurdity, we might as well embrace the goddamn chaos.
Exactly. Embrace the chaos.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of this viral explosion, this Nadorb asshat, or maybe just guide, whatever.
Yeah.
He's straight up saying TikTok and YouTube Shorts have been taken over by the baby army. I mean, a baby army. What in the actual F-bomb?
Yeah, the scale is pretty staggering. This news baby page he mentions is supposedly pulling in millions and millions of views just by sticking baby faces on, like Dylan Mulvaney videos, and even these baby-fied clips apparently making absolute bank on short-form stuff. It's like the internet has regressed to infancy, quite literally.
And the speed of it is just wild.
Totally.
And it's not just one page, right? This dude reels off names like Baby Ginge and Baby Sideman, and he's probably right. There are a million more sprouting up like digital herpes.
Oh, for sure.
The news baby page alone apparently racked up over 30 million views in the past month just on TikTok. 30 million.
Wow.
That's more views than some actual news gets. What the hell's going on?
Well, what's fascinating, or maybe disturbing, is how lightning fast this took off. Nador points out that even the most popular of these pages were only like 3 weeks old when he made his video. That kind of hypergrowth really shows how quickly something completely absurd can just grab the internet's attention and run with it.
And get this, the dude straight up says these creators are making absolute bank. I mean, think about it. Slap a baby filter on existing viral content and bam, instant views, instant cash. It's like the laziest get-rich-quick scheme ever. It almost pisses me off how easy it sounds.
Right. And there's a cynical and, frankly, pretty fucked up angle here, too. Nadorb suggests that transforming existing content into a baby version might be bypassing those, unoriginal content flags on these platforms.
Oh, okay.
So you're essentially laundering old viral clips through the uncanny valley of AI babies just to rake in views.
Fucked up, right?
Totally fucked up. It makes you wonder if the platforms are even trying to keep up with this level of just bizarre manipulation.
Right. It's like the internet's gone full circle. We went from original content to repost to AI-generated baby reposts. What a time to be alive. So how the hell are these digital abominations even cooked up? It can't be rocket science, surely.
According to Nadorb's tutorial, you'd be surprised at how shockingly simple it is. Like, really simple. Let's say you want to turn KSI, the YouTuber, into a baby. First, you just Google his name, maybe throw in studio or game room to find a decent picture.
Okay.
Or, if that's too hard, you literally just grab a screenshot from one of his videos using the snipping tool. The basic Windows thing.
The snipping tool? Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
That's like using a butter knife to perform brain surgery. And people are making money off this crap.
Exactly. But here's where it gets, quote-unquote, cutting edge. You paste that snip into ChatGPT and you literally just type in, can you turn this person into a baby?
No way.
That's the big secret. No complex prompts, no coding wizardry, just a simple goddamn question to an LLM.
And ChatGPT just does it.
Yeah.
Like magic. Well, the F-bomb is happening with AI these days.
Apparently, ChatGPT is honestly on steroids at the minute, as Nador puts it. It retains the person's features like KSI's bandana, the background elements, the prime bottles, while, infantilizing him. This guy calls the result perfect.
Perfect or perfectly creepy.
Creepy as hell, if you ask me. It's that almost but not quite human look that's so unsettling. That whole uncanny valley thing, right?
Right, yeah, that feeling when something's close but just off.
Exactly. Makes your skin crawl a bit.
So, okay, you've got your horrifying baby image. What's next? You just stick it on any old video?
Nope. You gotta find a pre-existing viral clip to animate. That's key. The whole point is to leech off existing popularity.
Ah, leverage.
Right. Nidorb uses a KSI video as an example, one of his One Question Go series that already has like hundreds of thousands of likes. It's all about riding that wave.
Okay, so you've got your creepy baby picture and your viral audio. How do you make the damn baby talk?
That's where CapCut comes in. It's a video editor. You drop the viral video in and you start cutting out the parts where, say, KSI isn't speaking. You only want the audio bits of the person you're turning into a baby.
Gotcha. Isolate the voice.
Yep. Then you export just the audio as an MP3. Simple as that. Even an idiot could probably figure it out, as he sort of implies.
All right, audio's out. Baby picture's ready. What's the final ingredient in this unholy stew?
A platform called Hedra, Hedra. Apparently it lets you create these animated videos.
Okay.
And they even give you like 300 free credits a month or something. You upload your baby image, then you upload the audio you ripped from CapCut. Now, the free version only lets you use 20 seconds of audio at a time. So for longer clips, you'd have to piece multiple 20-second bits together.
Bit of a pain in the ass for longer stuff then.
Yeah, definitely a limitation if you're doing more than a short clip.
So, what kind of Frankensteinian prompt do you need for Hedra? Some complex AI sorcery this time.
Nope. Again, it's ridiculously simple. The prompt Nidorb shows is basically, make the photo talk with the audio I have supplied, make sure his head is moving by keep it animated.
That's it?
That's it. Grammar mistakes and all. You hit send, and apparently Hedra literally cooked up a perfect animated AI video.
Perfect in a deeply disturbing way, I'm guessing. Like something straight out of a goddamn nightmare.
You got it. And for those reaction-style videos, you know, where the baby KSI is reacting to someone else, there are even more steps. You have to go back to CapCut, cut out all of KSI's parts initially, extract the other speaker's audio first,
My God.
then overlay the animated baby version later to react to the remaining audio. It's a whole rigmarole of digital cutting and pasting.
Talk about a low-effort, high-complexity way to make, well, crap.
Pretty much sums it up.
And what about those weird black bars you see sometimes in these things? Looks so janky.
Ah, yes, the big black bar issue from ChatGPT. Apparently, because of how it generates the baby image, you often get this empty space.
Right.
The solutions are about as janky as you'd expect. You can just slap images on top. Nidorb suggests like a Ford Fiesta if the audio is about cars, maybe add some cheesy zoom animation.
A Ford Fiesta, Florida.
Yeah.
Classy.
Or if you're feeling particularly ambitious, you can export the still frame to Photoshop or, you know, some free alternative like GIMP and use image expansion software to fill in the space. You might have to do some digital touch-ups too, get rid of the rough edges, as he delicately puts it.
God, it's all incredibly crude, isn't it?
Very.
So let me get this straight. Recap. Find a picture, ask an AI to babyfy it like it's ordering pizza, rip audio from a viral clip, feed it all into another AI with a brain-dead, simple prompt. Maybe slap a Ford Fiesta on it and bam! You've got a cursed baby video ready to pollute the internet.
That's about the size of it.
And millions of people are actually watching this shit. What the F-ball?
Millions, apparently. Which brings us nicely to the reactions and commentary. We've got some strong opinions from our sources.
Yeah, the Snarky AI doesn't exactly mince words, do they? They call this trend a festering pile of digital depravity and infant deepfakes.
Oof.
I gotta say, I'm kind of on board with that assessment. It's deeply unsettling.
Their sarcasm is definitely dialed up to 11. They question if this is the peak of internet intelligence, this whole baby army taking over TikTok. They're not impressed by the millions of views for what they basically see as just reposted crap with a creepy baby face.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder what the hell people are finding so engaging about this specific brand of bullshit.
And they really lay into the pathetic simplicity of the creation process.
Oh yeah, the snipping tool mention had me actually laughing out loud.
Right. They mock the effort involved, like this poor soul almost throwing their computer out the window just to turn KSI into a digital toddler.
Yeah.
It highlights just how little actual work goes into creating something that can go massively viral these days.
And that phrase they used, soulless slop husks.
Yeah, brutal. The Snarky AI really nails the visual, calling these creations soulless slop husks. It's such a vivid description of that uncanny valley vibe, that feeling that something is almost human but fundamentally wrong. So wrong. Then we've got cracked.com, and their headline says it all. The Always Sunny gang, reimagined as AI babies, is exactly as donkey-brained as it sounds.
Yeah, I saw that. Love it.
They're genuinely surprised that Always Sunny, the show itself, hasn't ripped into this trend yet.
Which is a fair point, given the show's whole vibe.
Right. Considering its satirical nature and how AI has supposedly captured the minds and Facebook feeds of America's most brain-damaged citizens, creating this artificially generated slot machine.
Ouch. Pretty harsh, but maybe not entirely wrong. It's a take, anyway.
But here's the kicker, the real twist. Glenn Howerton, Dennis Reynolds himself from Always Sunny. He actually reposted one of these baby AI things of the show's cast from a creator called Junkboxeye, who apparently specializes in euthanizing celebrities.
Get out of here. Seriously, Howerton reposted it.
Yep. What, the actual F-bomb?
Wow. Crack.com found this surprising and a bit disturbing. They called it creepy and kid-focused.
Yeah, I can see that. They questioned Howerton's sense of humor, if this is the crap that makes him laugh, suggesting it's the creepiest fan art I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They're not exactly calling him an asshat, but they're definitely raising a serious eyebrow at his taste.
It just shows how even people we might expect to have some, I don't know, critical distance can get sucked into this weirdness. Or maybe just find it funny, who knows?
True. Humor is subjective, even when it involves creepy AI babies.
And then Benny Johnson's video throws a whole other layer of weird into the mix. He's got these bizarre audio clips, like talking about hoes that catch me outside girl wanting to kick a fat kid at Kmart.
Oh God, yeah. That stuff.
Paired with these innocent-looking baby faces, this disconnect is just jarring. Is that supposed to be funny? I'm really not getting it. It just feels deeply wrong.
It's a strange and frankly disturbing juxtaposition, isn't it? It highlights the utter absurdity. The innocence of the baby visuals clashes violently with the often crude or nonsensical audio. Creates a kind of shock value, I suppose.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just fucked up.
Could be both. Though, as the Snarky AI implies, it mostly just feels deeply off and not in a good way.
But then you see that AFP news clip.
Right.
And you've got actual European leaders laughing at AI baby versions of themselves.
Yeah, that was surreal. A real-world reaction right there.
It's bizarre to see people in such positions engaging with this, well, internet garbage.
It shows that even people in positions of power are aware of, and in some cases, amused by this internet phenomenon. It's like this bizarre form of digital caricature that has somehow permeated even political circles.
Makes you wonder if they're just as bewildered by it all as we are.
Probably. Or maybe they just have a weird sense of humor, too.
So let's try to piece this all together. Why the hell did this trend explode? What's the goddamn deal?
Okay, yeah. It seems to boil down to a few key factors. Firstly, the ease of creation. As Nadorb's tutorial makes abundantly clear, it's ridiculously simple.
Right. Anyone can do it.
Pretty much. Anyone with basic internet skills and access to these free or cheap AI tools can churn these things out. Secondly, it leverages existing viral content.
Piggybacking.
Exactly. Creators aren't having to come up with original ideas. They're just piggybacking on what's already popular, what's already got traction.
It makes sense. Lazy, but makes sense.
And thirdly, there's the inherent novelty and absurdity. Seeing familiar figures as babies. It's weird, it's unsettling, maybe a bit funny in a dark way, and for some reason, it's captivating.
It's like a train wreck. You know it's awful, but you can't look away.
That's a pretty good analogy, actually.
So what does this say about online content creation, though? Are we just doomed to an endless cycle of easily replicable garbage? It feels like originality is dying a slow, painful death sometimes.
Yeah, there's definitely a concern there. The shift towards high-volume, low-effort content is real. When something this simple can generate millions of views and potentially significant revenue, it absolutely incentivizes creators to prioritize quantity and mimicry over originality.
So more bullshit, less art.
It raises serious questions about the future of online creativity, yeah. Can genuine artistry still cut through the noise of this kind of easily manufactured, well, slop, as Snarky AI called it?
And what about the uncanny valley effect? These things are creepy as hell, but people are still watching. Why? What's wrong with us?
Well, the uncanny valley, that feeling of unease or even revulsion, it can be strangely compelling. It's a form of morbid curiosity, maybe.
Hmm.
Plus, the sheer absurdity of it all might be part of the appeal. It's so stupid, it's almost fascinating in its own right. And let's not forget the financial incentives we talked about.
Right. Money talks.
As long as these videos are raking in views and cash, the baby army will likely continue its march. It's kind of a self-perpetuating cycle of weirdness.
All right, let's wrap this messed up diaper rash of a trend up. So what are the main takeaways here for those brave enough to have stuck with us through this thing?
Okay, key takeaways. The AI baby trend is a rapidly spreading phenomenon.
Yeah.
It's fueled by ridiculously simple AI tools and the internet's insatiable hunger for viral content, basically.
Simple tools, big impact.
Exactly. People are taking familiar faces, turning them into unsettling digital infants, and generating millions of views, potentially a surprising amount of cash. While some find it hilarious, others, like our sources, see it as a symptom of the internet's descent into brainless absurdity, maybe even something kind of fucked up.
A festering pile, perhaps.
Perhaps. It's a perfect storm, really, showing how quickly and easily bizarre trends can just take over the digital landscape.
So here's the final thought to chew on, you twisted bastards listening in. What does this whole babyfication of the internet actually say about our relationship with technology, with celebrity culture, and what we even consider entertainment anymore?
Good question.
Is this just a harmless bit of dumb fun, some donkey-brained slop? Or is it a sign that we're collectively losing our goddamn minds online?
And what's next?
Yeah, what other bizarre AI-fueled trends are lurking just around the corner, ready to crawl out of the digital crib? Let us know what you think. And hey, if you've seen any particularly cursed baby AIs out there, feel free to share your trauma. You're among friends here. We get it.